Hey, how you doing, everyone? My name is Jean-Louise, Gentleman's Affairs. Today I'm going to talk about a process from cutting your cigar to lighting up your cigar. I mean, let's face it, it's a very expensive hobby to have. Therefore, you should enjoy it. I have a ritual the way that I cut my cigar up until the point I smoke and take my first puff to anticipate the flavor of this cigar. I mean, it takes time enough to pick a cigar, to actually put it in your humidor, have it stay in a well humidified environment to the day that you want to pick it up and smoke it. So therefore, you should take as much thoughts and effort to cut your cigar the right way up until you light up this beautiful cigar. Now, first thing and foremost, I usually take a look at my cigar. By the way, it's a San Cristobal Double XL that I will be enjoying today. Now, the first thing you need tools. First tool that you need is a cutter. Doesn't have to be a fancy cutter. Any kind of cutter works as long as it does the job. Now, your cigar's construction is a certain way. If you look in the cigar, there's always a cap. There's a line above it. There's a nice little cap. And that cap, it tells you where they actually, when they were rolling the cigar, where there's a piece that they left off that they put the cap on the cigar. Now, you don't want to cut under the cigar. When you cut under the cigar begins to unravel. The cigar is no longer enjoyable if it's still unraveling when you're smoking. I like to smoke a cigar while it's looking pretty as I smoke it down to the nub. Alright, so to continue, you take your cigar. It's just like going to get a haircut. You take a little off the top. That's all you do. So the way I do it, I take my cutter, I press the cigar against it. If you can see, I press it against it. You don't want it too much. Right against it. And then here it is. Now, after you've done cutting your cigar, that's only the first step to you abiding to enjoying this wonderful cigar. The next thing you do is you pull it to make sure it has a good draw. That's the next thing you do before you light it. Before you do anything, you pull on it to make sure that the draw is good. At the same time, as you pull the empty air in your mouth, it gives you an anticipation of how the cigar is going to taste like. So it gives you an anticipation on how it's going to taste like. Alright? And then, taste the wrapper. The wrapper can kind of tell you also the flavor of the cigar. Now, the next thing I usually do, I smell my wrapper. As you smell it, I smell the foot of it, because that's where you get all the aroma. And through your sense of smell, there's an anticipation of how the cigar is going to taste in your mouth. So, as you gently towards my nostrils, and see, but to really get the aroma of the cigar, the next step after I've cut it, I've pulled to the cigar to see if I get a good draw. Next thing, the next tool you need is your lighter. Take that lighter, and you, in a circular motion, go around. Now the foot of the cigar has to be all dark. Now if you notice you're smoking, while you do this, as you light it, smell the aroma. Sort of kind of tell you whether it's going to be a little sweet, a little spicy, or even some peppery to it. Let the aroma hit your nostrils. That's part of the experience of you smoking this expensive cigar. Now, as you go about, make sure you taste it real good, because I like my cigars to burn evenly. Then the next thing and final thing is you put it into your mouth, and you go in a circular motion with it. And you blow the foot of your cigar. From this point on, now it's time for you to sit back, relax, enjoy this great cigar. Thank you for watching. We'll see each other again. To be a gentleman is elementary.